Hi, Internet. Let's take a look at the Los Angeles Times crossword puzzle for Friday, August 15th, 2025. The constructor today is Zachary David Levy, with Patty Verrill as the editor, as usual. I'm John Appleseed. I'm your host here on the channel. And let's see what the puzzle has to offer today. One across photo display option. My first thought for that is portrait or landscape, so I'm not sure what's going on there. One down is psych up, could be rev or amp. Two down, Simu of Barbie. Simu Liu was an actor who appeared in the film. Three down, blank exam, an eye exam maybe. Four down, cricket officials. I think cricket uses umpires, but I'm not sure. Five down, line in some expense reports. Don't know. 14 across, CSI City. One of the CSI franchises. Miami is one. 17 across, speed needed to harvest lilacs, violets, and lavender for dye. The speed needed to harvest these flowers. They're all purple in shade, so maybe it begins purple. Where's the speed coming from? I'm not sure. Let's try amp up for one down, psych up. I like purple is the beginning of 17 across, but I'm not sure what the ending is. Three down could be bar exam. You can display photos in an album for one across. And four down, let's put in umps for the cricket officials. You might have mileage as a line in one of your expense reports, maybe. 18 down, this in Spanish can be esto or esta or este, depending on the gender of the object. 20 across, tahini ingredient. It's a sesame paste. 25 across, New York Mets rival. Could be the Atlanta Braves, ATL. We'll come back to that. 6 across. Whoops. Get back up to the top of the puzzle. There we go. 6 across, early PC platform. Don't know. 6 down, Hawaiian thank you is mahalo. 15 across, unescorted. Alone. 7 down, criticize harshly. Let's try slam for that. 8 down, RX information, prescription information, might be dosage. MS-DOS was an early PC platform, I believe. 9 down, Blue Jays province. The Blue Jays in the baseball team plays in Toronto and Ontario, I guess. And 10 down, happy now, C. Purple haste. The speed needed to harvest. So haste gives us speed. Maybe purple haze is a phrase. Probably a song. I can think of when the deep purple falls over sleepy garden walls, and the stars begin to twinkle in the night. So I'll put in deep purple falls instead of purple haze. Purple haze. Maybe is that a Purple Rain is the Prince song. Okay, I can't think of quite what purple haze refers to, but it does seem like a phrase that I've heard before. 22 across, custard ingredient, egg. Custard is made of eggs. 28 across, waterfowl, found to prefer celibacy. Okay, this is going to be an E, an A, or an O, so it could be goose, could be a waterfowl. 30 down, knucklehead, don't know. 31 down, contact sight, a contact lens could go in your eye. That's the first guess there. 26 down, farm unit, could be an acre of land. 27 down, Chinese life force, I think is chi. 26 across, sore, aching, maybe. 21 across, rats. No, 19 across, cry before a jump. Don't know. 11 down, remains. Debris can be the remains of something. Specification in a recipe for 12 down is probably amount. And 13 down, annoying one is a nudge. You might cry boo and then the other person would jump. Okay, so that works. Nudge for an annoying person. Rats, let's try crud. And 21 down, fried dish, a name for a small boat. Don't know that. All right, so chaste is what we're getting from celibacy, I think. So we're taking the phrase wild goose chase And we're making it a wild goose chased. So our chased wild goose is the waterfowl found to prefer celibacy. Purple haze becomes purple haste. Okay, so we're putting an ST into the end of a phrase. 22 down, actor McGregor. Ewan McGregor played Obi-Wan Kenobi. 23 down, home of the Grand Egyptian Museum, probably Giza. 24 down, surplus, could be a glut. 32 crown, a blue shade, azure. Drifting, dreaming in an azure mood. Stardust gleaming through my solitude. Okay, azure mood goes in, a little Duke Ellington to keep us going in the puzzle. I put in NATO for 34 across, the post-World War II group, and then drop top for convertible. I'm not completely confident about that, but I think that works. Convertible car could be called a drop top, maybe. Knucklehead, still don't know. 33 across, Russian saint, for whom an alphabet is named. Russia uses the Cyrillic alphabet, as do many Eastern European Slavic languages. Saint Cyril, yes. Giggle syllables, he, or tee-he. 41 across, biblical song is a psalm, I think. Knucklehead, a scamp or a schmo. I like an H for he or tee-he. Schmo, he's a real schmo, a real schmuck, I guess. 36 down, the Civil War era pharmacist Lilly. I haven't heard of Eli Lilly the person, but I've certainly heard of Eli Lilly the company. Is he or he? Container weight is tare. So you weigh the container. That's what the tare button on your scale is for. That records the weight of the empty container. Then you weigh the full container, and that gives you just the weight of the item you're measuring without the container. I learned that through crossword puzzles, believe it or not. 42 down, gel is to set, like jello, gelatin sets. Fried dish. Chalupa? Chalupa could be a boat, maybe? Yeah, chalupa from Taco Bell looks like a boat. 37 across, hesitant denial. No, or no, maybe. 43 across, Yves Saint Laurent fragrance since 1977. I know that. 38 down, battleship cry. Hit. You sank my battleship. I think it's I'm hit, something like that. Yeah, but no would fit for 37 across, and then miss would be the four-letter cry in battleship. Miss. 39 down, rats, maybe nuts. 40 down, sign can be an omen. This was our second rats clue, right? We also had 21 across, rats crud, rats nuts. 51 across, 1040 figure. 1040 is just tax form. You might put your social security number on that. Okay, here we've already got our ASTE ending for this, an enigmatic pile of trash. Trash could be waste. Mysterious ways becomes mysterious waste. Okay, and 43 across, opium. I guess that's a fragrance by Yves Saint Laurent. Okay. New to me. 50 across, a Bobbsey twin. They were named Anne and Nan, so N will be the final letter. We'll have to get the other two through crosses. 49 across, the Grass Harp author. Don't know that. Maybe Truman Capote. That fits. 44 down, maker of baked apple pie, K-Cups. K-Cups. That's a coffee thing, right? 45 down, prattled on, yet yammered. Maybe. 46 down, extras, spares. I'm trying to put Capote in here. 52 across, sleep apnea device is CPAP. So maybe yapped for prattled on. 56 across, car loan figure, annual percentage rate. What is the maker of baked apple pie K-Cups? I don't know that. 62 across, shipping charge, a fee, and 65 across, publishing. VIPs would be editors. Eds, So McCafe, is that a McDonald's coffee brand? Okay, that is also new to me. 47 down, clear, don't know. 50 across, a Bobsy twin, okay, we've looked at that. 53 across, Saguaro National Park, grow. Saguaro is a kind of cactus, so I guess cacti would be growing in that park with that name. 57 down, slalom runner. A ski is the runner on which the skier is running. 58 down, bobbleheads motion. A bob. Not sure. 53 down, sorry, busy. Can't, maybe? 54 down, Elton John musical. He wrote Aida with Tim Rice, I think. 66 across, luggage attachment. Could be an ID tag. 63 across, the life-changing magic of tidying up, writer Marie. All right, I know Marie Kondo from the if it doesn't bring you joy, throw it away thing. So let's try that. I guess bobbleheads nod repeatedly. Fake gems that add sparkle to a gastropod shell for 57 across. All right, the gastropod with a shell, I think, is snail. Fake gems, paste is what they make fake gems out of. Maybe snail's paste becomes snail's paste. I don't know what paste means in that context. Is that like it's not the same kind of paste you would use to paste things together, is it? But I've always seen, oh, this is fake. It's paste jewelry. All right, but so I'll allow that. 47 down, clear. I think that's what you do to a clog. You unclog it. And then Nan for the Bobsy twins and hurdles for seniors, 48 down, are your SAT tests. Take responsibility for 43 down, own up to. 55 down, dress at some Asian wedding. Sorry, is a South Asian garment. 59 down, great ball of fire, the sun. Is that? Goodness gracious. 60 down, disapproving sound, tisk. 64 across, word in some bank names. Many of them have the word trust in the name. 67 across, cries and styes would be oinks, cries from the pigs in the styes. Non-earthlings are extraterrestrials or ETs, and S finishes the puzzle. 12 minutes and 3 seconds for a Friday puzzle. That's a pretty good time for me. I'm happy with that. Let me move my head, I guess. There we go. So we had, I think all of these kind of end in a voiced S or a Z sound. Purple haze. Mysterious ways. No, this is snail's pace and chase. So actually the alternate. We have a Z sound, an S sound, a Z sound, and an S sound. We're changing haze, chase, ways, and pace to their variants with a TE ending and getting a variant on that phrase that matches the clue we're given. All right, that was fun. I did have some trouble figuring out cafe. K-cups, you buy the cups for your Keurig machine, right? So maybe McCafe is a brand of specific McDonald's. You would have French fries as well. I guess baked apple pie is something you can get at McDonald's. Maybe a caramel sundae. That might be a good coffee flavor. Okay, I'll have to look that up and figure out what's going on there. That's not something I've heard of. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. Please come back for more puzzle and games, and I'll see you then.